My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Fan Takeover Christian. And so here we have Christian posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories really fast. Christian does come with 3 pairs of hands. We do get a pair of open grip hands. We get a pair of flat palmed hands. We also get a pair of pointer finger hands. He comes with his Kill the Switch shirt, which looks really nice. I do like it. And then we also get the WWE World Heavyweight title, the big gold belt, and that's one thing I really do like about this figure. Other than that, we don't get anything else. I would have liked to see some regular grip hands on Christian, or even some fists, because I don't know why he has chokeslamming hands. That's not something Christian does. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Everybody, let's actually take a closer look at Christian. And so here we have a closer look at Christian, and this is probably the first and final figure we've get of Christian in a very long time, at least from Mattel. Really do like the way that Christian here came out, and for a possible final figure that we've got, it's a really nice figure. I really do like the likeness to Christian. There's more angles that it looks like Christian than it doesn't, so I really do appreciate that. And just like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the eyes seem to bounce light off perfectly. I don't know if they're just getting better with some figures, but I think Christian here has a really nice head sculpt. The wrinkles in his face are all there. I'm not one for expressions, but I think this expression does fit Christian. And then we do have his tufts of hair, which are looking really good. I do like it. I just feel like his hair might be a little too orange. If they had only added a little bit more brown in the hair, I think I'd be a little more okay with it. But as far as the look goes, yeah, I can live with this figure. This is the last Christian figure we get from Mattel. This is actually one for the books. I really do like the way he came out. So with that out of the way, let's move on to the rest of his body. Now, we do have the standard WWE torso that we've gotten with many figures in the past, which I'm not arguing that Christian didn't look like this. I'm just saying that this torso, it could stand to be a little bit wider. Just a little bit. You don't have to make it like a fat guy. Just make it a tad bit wider, especially right here in the abdomen, because not everybody is going to be this thin, and more people are on the average size than they are the skinny size. So if they hadn't had an average torso, I think I'd be more happy with that. But yeah, really do like this figure, and looking at the tattoo right here, it's done exceptionally well. I know there are some times when Mattel doesn't quite get the job done with the tattoos, but this is one that I can live with. It looks really nice. Now, unfortunately for me, one of the elbow pads was actually angled wrong in the package, so you can see it's still a little bit warped. Gotta hit that with a hair blower just to get it back in the right shape, but overall, I like this figure. I just don't like the color they went with. Don't get me wrong, the purple is one of my favorite attires for Christian, but I already have a purple attired Christian, and don't get me wrong, I know buying wrestling figures, you buy the same figure over and over again, but give us different colors if you're going to release the same figure. This figure we have seen before in the what was it, Best of Pay-Per-View series, and it was Christian coming with the Intercontinental title. Again, I'm like the purple. I just kind of would have liked to see maybe the blue and yellow attire. That would have also been a really nice look for Christian, but it's still a really solid figure, and I do have to give them props on it, although mine does have a little scratch mark right there. It's not too bad. We do have the C and the Christian going along his tights. Looks really good. So Captain Charisma here has some really nice detail, and I do like the fact that they gave him the wrinkles right here in his calves, just so it looks like he is wearing tights. Yeah, they gave him the proper legs too, so really good job there. Nice attention to detail. And then we get the long wrestling boots, which are standard for most figures. They're just the black long boots, so that looks really good. Other than that, there's not much more to say about Christian. His attire looks good. Again, I just kind of wish that we got a different color. Maybe the blue and yellow, or even the red and yellow would have looked good. I would have even liked to see the white and red Christian attire, but I can dream, can't I? But anyway, with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a look at how Christian stacks up to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Christian posed next to an Ultimate Edition's Brock Lesnar and a basic Jeff Hardy. And finally, here we do have the Fan Takeover Christian posed next to the Toys R Us exclusive Best of Pay-Per-View Christian. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a closer look at Christian's articulation. He does have the standard articulation for Elite figures, which is a ball joint in the head, so he can only look up to about there. I kind of wish that he had a little more upward movement, but that's a little bit unfortunate. He can look down further than he looks up, and then we do get some pretty decent head tilt. It's not the best we've seen, but it's better than several other figures that we've gotten, and of course that does rotate left and right. His arms are on ball joints that do go out to the side. We do go all the way around, no problem. Bicep swivel works fine. Single bend at the elbow, a little bit hindered by the elbow pads, but if you don't want him wearing the elbow pads, you can take those off. We do have a swivel and hinge here at the wrist. Then we have an ab crunch, which does go back about that far. Goes forward about that far. Swivel at the waist, no problem. Legs do kick forward to about right there. They kick back. Out to the side, no problem. How far can we get? Can we get a full split? Can't go all RVD on it, but it's close enough. We do have a thigh swivel, which works really nice. I do like the way that works. He has a double hinge at the knee, not at all hindered because he doesn't wear knee pads, or if he does, they're under the tights, so the figure doesn't have the knee pads. Then we do have rotation at the boot, as we should. A hinge in the ankle going back and forward. Just don't get your finger caught in the hinge. And then we have rocker ankle. So overall, Christian here does sport some pretty good articulation. Not the best, but we have seen much worse. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Captain Charisma posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have Christian posed for my final thoughts, and overall I think Mattel has done a really good job with this figure. Although I would have liked to see a different color for his ring gear. I think the purple has been done really nicely, but I already have a purple attire Christian, which is a little bit selfish of me to say, seeing as how a lot of people probably missed out on that original Toys R Us exclusive figure. But this is a really nice figure, and it is a shame that the final Christian figure that we get from Mattel is an Amazon exclusive. Now, at the time I'm making this video, this Christian is kind of hard to get hold of. He's probably the most sought after out of the entire series, with the exception of maybe X-Pac, just because of the accessories. This Christian is probably sought after because he's no longer in WWE. He has moved on to AEW, and a lot of people are going to use that as their main figure for the Christian. It's still a really solid release, and if you were able to pre-order this figure, and hopefully you did get it, it's a really nice figure to have. They did a really good job on the head. The accessories look nice, although I still don't understand why Christian has chokeslamming hands, but they gave him chokeslamming hands to begin with, so there's really nothing I can do. I still have a slew of hands that I can give him. Kind of would have liked to see some regular hands with Christian, but that's neither here nor there. We did get the really nice gold belt and then the soft goods shirt, so I really can't complain too much about this figure. Now, being part of the Fan Takeover series, Christian here is an Amazon exclusive, and he does go up and down for sale every now and then, so your best bet right now is just to keep checking Amazon, just so you don't miss out on this figure. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other WWE videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.